Well, good evening, everyone. Happy October 1st. Yes, the month of Halloween is here. Not only Halloween the holiday, but Halloween ends the movie. Yes, it's just one big H filled month. And, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's stream will be filled with the goodies of Halloween. And you say, now, hold on, Craven. What's up with the fingers, dude? That's not your trademark. That's somebody else's thing. Well, yes, my friends, you're correct. However, tonight I use the fingers freely because my guest is the originator of the 10 flowing fingers. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my buddy, my brother from the collective, the one and only person on YouTube that has no friends, but he has horror movies. Please welcome KILLJOY Jake.
Hello!
Hello, my friend.
Hello.
You know, my fingers were tingling. I felt the spidey senses, or I should say, the horror senses.
Yes. The
Yes.
horror is strong with this one.
Very strong. It is. I'm telling you, you've surpassed Master Jedi status in terms of horrorness. You are Master Jake.
It's October, so I'm at the 100% of my power right now. I feel like I could just explode at any moment. It's awesome. It's great.
It's like when Michael Myers when that shamrock signal hits that radio tower and it just pours out into the ethos.
You're just reading all the leaks for Halloween ends, I guess.
Shoot,
Huh?
I know. I said I wasn't going to spoil the movie. It is a shamrock mask. Oh my gosh, no, just kidding, guys. Actually, it could be, but I don't know if it is. I don't know. I'll just be lucky. But you know what? What I do know is this, my friend. It's Halloween ends time, buddy. 2 weeks.
Almost there. Nearly there.
Nearly there. So close. And tonight we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about theories, predictions. We're going to talk about, and if we have time, we'll get to Scream 6. But let's be honest, we're in go mode for Halloween ends. It's going to take precedence tonight in the conversation. It just
yeah. I mean, it's 2 weeks away. You know, I mean, we kind of have to talk about it. You know, it's the big thing right now. So
it is completely. And so, real quick, want to say hello to everyone in the chat. We've got over 40 of you amazing people here already coming in as we go longer. Thank you guys for being here tonight and being a part of this stream. Now, I will say this. Jake and I, we're goal-oriented people. When we start things out, we have a goal in mind where we want to be at or achieve, be it in life or in YouTube or whatever. Even at the granular level of this stream. So, Jake, our goal for this stream, my friend, is to reach 100 thumbs up likes.
Whoa.
Yes,
okay.
That's the goal. That's the goal. We're goal-oriented folks. And I know all of you here love to support goals worth reaching. And a goal of 100 is important, and I'll tell you why, Jake. As you know, when you reach certain numbers and plateaus, YouTube just likes you more. The algorithm is programmed to like you better. So you know what? If there's 100 people that say this is good, we need to get that out to more people so that they can check it out and watch as well. So we've seen this done over and over again, Jake, where as the likes go higher, the count goes up. It's like it's happened multiple times, not even once or twice. So anyway, guys, I want you to know this up front. We are streaming here for about 2 hours, give or take, and I believe we can hit it. Jake, I know you believe we can hit it as well.
I believe.
Yes, we are believers. Look, guys, we're at 46 already. We're already halfway there almost, and we just started for 7 minutes ago. So come on, we got this. So thank you to everyone here who can hear the sound of my voice. I appreciate you. and helping us reach this goal by smashing that thumbs up. That's a huge help for us tonight. And real quick, I'm going to scroll through some names. I may not get to everybody, guys, because frankly, going through 45, 50 names, Jake, that takes a little bit of time.
It does.
So it's impossible to get to everybody. But I just want to say hi to a big blanket hello, okay? And I want you also to know that I see you. All right, I'm literally right now scrolling through the chat as quickly as I can to kind of catch up with everybody's names. So I see everyone here. Zoe, good on you, my friend Zoe Crawford, for being here. You know, Zoe tweeted earlier on my tweet about the stream and said he's got to be there. And you know what, Jake? He followed through because Zoe is a man of his word, just like everyone else on the stream tonight. They followed through.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And they're here. And I swear to you, when I saw the tweet from Zoe, all I could hear him say was this. All right, Jake, unmute that mic. Let's go. Come on. I'll be there, though I may stumble on my way. I'll be there.
Yes.
Yes.
So I thought you couldn't use that clip anymore. That's cool that you got it back up and running.
Yes. Actually, this clip I'm okay with. The one I had to take down or stop using was the. Oh, hold on a second. I got a little bit of lag here. He's still singing in my ear. Okay, here we go. So the one I had to take down was the one where the guy's like, "What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I sit on you." And he sits down on the dude on the toilet.
Yeah.
That clip I had to pull down. But no, thankfully, they've not dinged me yet for that 1986 classic, excuse me, I'll Be There, from Too Scared to Scream, a little horror slasher murder mystery movie that you should check it out. It's not too bad.
I still haven't watched it. We've talked about this a few times, and I'm like, man, I gotta just sit down and watch it at some point.
Totally, dude. Man, you know what? You're gonna make me just do a watch party and have you on the panel. That's what we'll have to end up doing. I mean, it's not Scream, okay, or anything like this. But of course, very few things are. But it's a decent show. Decent movie.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
Polar says, I just got back from Salem. Oh, my gosh. And it put me in the Halloween season. I'm ready. Ooh. Okay.
Have you ever been to, like, Massachusetts? You ever go there?
No. One day I want to go to New England. I've never made it there. On my bucket list.
Massachusetts in particular is just, like, terrifying. It's just, like, a scary place. Like, I can't even imagine what it looks like right now. Like, it must be terrifying.
Oh, right? I bet they seriously get into it up there.
Oh, yeah.
I bet.
Oh, for sure.
Jackie's in the house. What's up, Jackie? It's great to see you back. Fantastic. And someone's saying here real quick, Jake, if I can find it. Marquis was saying, missed it. Wow, was your birthday, man? Tell us how your amazing birthday was.
Oh, my birthday was amazing. It was a great time. We streamed, talked about horror movies. It was awesome. And poor Craven here broke my heart because he couldn't make it. No, I'm just messing with you, man.
It broke my heart too. I was so bummed. I really, dude. Now see, you're making me feel bad. Oh man, I was I'd moved past it, but no, I know I felt terrible. Next year, my friend, next year. I don't care what has to happen. I'll be there. I promise you. Promise you, man.
Hell yeah. Sounds good.
And I love violence in the chat. Abuse the like button. Beat the. Oh my gosh,
wow.
Guys, we are going straight up. The like button dies tonight. The like button dies. We're beating it up so bad. What's up, Michael from Movies and Beyond? What's up, Michael? Good to see you here, man. Guys, it's October 1st. We have been talking about Halloween ends. Tell me, Jake, how long? How long have we been talking about this thing?
For like me personally, I've been talking about this and kills like since I started my channel.
Yeah.
This has been one of the ones I've been covering for as longest time, pretty much. So it's really exciting, man. I'm really excited to finally be getting this one. And Terrifier, like this Terrifier 2, like those are the two movies I've always been covering. Like I've just always been covering Ends and Terrifier 2 for years now. And now to finally see them both in the next like 2 weeks, it's crazy. It's a weird feeling, man. It's going to be really exciting to see both of them, but yeah, I'm just excited.
It is. It's so exciting, man. We've got, and I know we've got some, and we're going to get into it, guys. We're about to get into some nitty gritty. We have lots of plot lines, lots of theories. Well, not even theories. Well, yeah, theories too. But we have so many things have been revealed with this trailer. Well, I should say, I think it was 15 TV spots, 2 trailers, B-roll footage, and like 3 behind-the-scenes featurettes plus interviews. Okay, we could like just stacking them. We've seen a lot. We're about to get in. We're about to get into it. Just want to say again, real quickly, because I'm seeing some new folks here that I don't recognize, and I want to make sure that you guys know that I see you here. Jag of Jokesters has been recently enjoying your videos. Jag, thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. And I'm so glad, first of all, that you're watching the content, and more than that, that you're enjoying it, and that you're here on the live stream. And I hope that you will find yourself at home here in the community. It's a great group of folks, the Cravenites, the channel members, everyone here, amazing people that are just very kind and supportive. So make yourself at home, Jag. Don't be a stranger. And also, real quick, Evan Ramos is saying, hi, guys. Big fan of the channels, Craven and Killjoy Jake. You guys are awesome. Thank you, Kevin. Hey.
Thank you.
That's so awesome. Yes, you guys don't know how much your encouragement means. I'm telling you. I use this analogy all the time, and because it's true. It's like, a lot of times as content creators, we're pouring out to you guys. We're pouring out to the channel through, through the creative process, right? We think of the video, we craft it, we edit it, we put it together, we post it. We do these things because we're passionate. We love it. We love being here now. But a lot of times it feels like it's an outpouring. But when you guys come in and say things like this, and just simple, doesn't have to be dramatic, just a simple, hey, that was a great video, or that was a great stream, you guys rocked it. That was all those kind of things. What you're doing, it's like you're putting a gallon of gas, and how you put a gallon of gas in your car, you're symbolically putting a gallon of gas in our creative tanks, right, Jake?
Yeah, we really appreciate all the comments. Like I read everything, even the even the nasty comments, and it always just means the world when you guys leave us something nice on the videos and all that. So thank you, everybody.
Yeah, it really does. It does. Thank you guys. So I appreciate all of that very much. I see Katie's here, one of my moderators extraordinaires, and Carrie Crave Cinema, another moderator and friend extraordinaire. Extron says, what's the name of the movie? It's called Too, it's T-O-O, not T-W-O. Too Scared to Scream. All right? Check it out. I think it's on YouTube for free. Like someone's uploaded the whole movie, and like nobody gives a crud at the studio. They just like, whatever. That's why I don't have a copyright claim. I could probably play the whole song. And it would be fine. And coming in here, Lee the Nerd. Look at Lee coming in. Starting us off, Jake, with a $2 super chat tonight. It's theory time. Jake, give me those fingers one more time, buddy. Oh, yeah.
Fingers. Yes. Let's go.
Yes. The only cure for sadness. Well, Lee, I'm sorry you're sad, but I hope that by the end of this stream, that frown will go upside down. And even if just for an hour and a half or two, you'll find some joy tonight. That's our goal. Jake and I, see, you don't realize this, people. We aim to please. We aim to satisfy. We aim to come through at every corner.
Whatever we have to do with our fingers, we'll make it happen.
Literally, we will make it happen. That's how dedicated we are to all of you. We will even, Jake, dare I say, put spicy mustard on our fingers if that's what it takes to make you guys happy and to keep you satisfied. So, Lee, for your super chat. Get out the spicy mustard. That's right, guys. We're doing it. It's dog time.
Do you feel the hunger tonight?
Oh, yeah. Feeling it, Jake.
Hungry. I wanna be
a hot dog.
Be a hot dog tonight. I'm a hot dog. If you wanna take a bite. I'm a hot dog. If you wanna dip me in spicy mustard, then you can, because I'm a hot dog.
Wow.
Banger. Absolute banger.
Yes.
Damn.
It's the perfect word for it. Banger.
I was getting kind of scared when you were talking about the spicy mustard. I was like, do I have to go downstairs and like start putting mustard on my fingers? Am I gonna have to? What's going on here? Okay.
Oh,
Jeez.
no. We'll keep it. Trust me. I know that. Now, if we had a 4-hour stream, I might say, Jake, let's get real creative. Go grab the bottle, bring it back. Let's go. But yeah, no. I won't do it to you, man. I won't do it to you. At least not tonight.
I'm saving that for my the finger sucking will be on my OnlyFans. So just so everyone knows.
There you go. And I've got a clip of finger sucking for a special Shore Super Chat. I've got one loaded up. So I've actually, now it's not of me, of course, but it's there. I mean, people have to wait and see. I mean, maybe.
Who knows?
Absolutely. And speaking of which, guys, bring it in. A $5 Super Chat tonight is Nanette. What's going on, Nanette? Thank you, my friend. I'm listening to you, Steven and Jake, and doing a few things. And if you haven't already hit the thumbs up button for the live stream, awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Nanette, for encouraging everyone to smash that thumbs up button. We're on our way to 100 likes, and we're at 64.
64.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yes. And Jake, since you brought up the whole finger sucking thing, I think it's only appropriate for Nanette's Super Chat that we play the clip. So let's just say this clip's called "This Is Tasty."
This is tasty.
God damn. Oh my God. That's the you know what? I've seen a few horror movies this past month. That was the scariest thing I've ever seen. My God.
It's definitely scarier than some motion pictures that have been released. There's no doubt about it.
Yes.
Yes. Or I often like to call it a horror show. I like to say. So, Nanette, thank you again for your Super Chat, your support. You're a great friend, Nanette, and Nanette's got a ton of watch parties scheduled, man. She's like scheduling every Halloween movie. I mean, it seems like every movie she's got set up. It's gonna be crazy.
Nice.
Travis, what's up, man? Good to see you, buddy. Okay, so Jake, let's go ahead, and for anyone else and everyone else, any and all. I have, before we get started, I do have to say, real quickly, I want to give a quick thanks out. Happy Halloween to you too, Deontay. Happy Halloween, my friend, and to you too, Million. Real quick, before we get into the nitty-gritty, we're going to start diving into this stuff deep. I want to say thank you to all of my supporters on Patreon and all of my channel members. You guys are the core of the channel, and your monthly support helps this channel continue to grow. It allows me to continue to expand different things, try new software, all kinds of things. All your support really does help. No matter what membership tier you're on, all of it matters. All of it makes a difference. And guys, you can become a channel member right now live on this stream by simply clicking that little button that says join. It's right next to the subscribe button. And if you don't see it on your phone, if you go to a laptop or a desktop computer, it's there 100% of the time. I've even been told, Jake, that most tablets you can see it on. I don't know that for sure, but I can tell you this for sure, laptops and desktops. But if you click that join button, you will become a Cravenite. That's right. You're a Cravenite, and you'll get the green name. Your name will turn green on the chat. You'll get that skull by your name. So as you're looking through the live chat and you see green names and skulls, those are monthly supporters of the channel. And I want to give you guys some recognition because I appreciate you all. So real quick, guys, before Jake and I tear into Halloween Ends, excuse me, wow. Here comes my quick recognition for my members. Thank you guys so much. This is for you. I love each and every one of you so much. Thank you. Excellent. Thank you guys. Appreciate you all so much for all your support. I mean, it does mean the world. And I will tell you this also real quickly. This Wednesday, I had to think. This Wednesday, the 5th of October, is our members only watch party for the movie Get Out. That's this month's movie. It's going to be good. Jordan Peele's first film, horror film. So, yeah, come check it out. If you're a channel member, you're going to get an invitation. And if you're not a channel member, what would fate say, Jake?
What's going on? No, okay.
What are you doing? Come on, Jake.
No,
you
what's
messing with
going
me?
on? Yeah, I'm totally messing with you. What are you doing? Do it. Do it for Craven. Get on in there. Go.
Oh.
Yeah. That's what you should say. That should be your intro video. Get on in there. Become a Cravenite.
Get on in there. I love it, man. So yes, let's get on in there.
Get on in there.
And real quick, $2 super chat coming in from Katie from Popping the Popcorn. Great friend of the channel and a great moderator here. Happy Saturday, fellas. Well, happy Saturday to you, Katie. Thank you. You are awesome, my friend. So much appreciation. Always so supportive. And so real quick, let's give Katie a cool clip here as well. I think, Jake, sometimes you're a musician, right? I know you play guitar. You're quite accomplished.
Right.
Yeah.
It's right there. Yeah.
See, one of these days I'm going to have you, like, fire it up and hit us some tunes that are not copywritten somehow. We'll figure it out. But some original tunes. But you know what? Sometimes you just want to get back and smile, because when you really enjoy your music, it brings a smile to your face, right? When you're playing, it can make you very happy.
Yeah.
So, and there's a new horror movie called Smile. And so this guy here, I think, has seen the trailer once or twice. Here we go, guys. Katie, for your clip, for your super chat, let's smile. We could all use some more smiles. Let's go.
God damn. Man, smiley. I like it. I cannot hear. Oh, there we go. Yeah. I had no audio for a second there. There we go.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, man. My stream card is acting a little wonky because, like, right now the dude's still smiling at me. I can't even see you right now. He's like, it's just, it's frozen.
That's horrifying. You're
It's
just
a horrifying
trapped in
image. Oh no, it's looping. Wait hold on a second. I'm not even. Stop. It was looping.
It's too much.
Dude. Okay, he's gone now. All right. Okay, so I think that's all the super chats for now. Appreciate you guys. If you have a question for Jake or myself that you really want to make sure we cover tonight, be it Halloween Ends or Scream 6, you can make sure and move right to the front line by sending in a super chat. We'll pop right up. I'll get a notification, and we will get to you and move you right to the front of the line, my friends. All right. Yeah, I know, Lee. It's classic. Classic technical issue stream. I know. It's crazy. Okay. So, Jake, let's talk, man. Let's get into this. So, we gotten some Denisha has a great question for everybody. What are you doing? Okay. So, we've gotten a lot of stuff, my friend. We went from having nothing, and literally like 4 weeks ago, we were talking about on live streams how amazing it was and kind of crazy that we have nothing for this movie. Like, they're like, we were complimenting how locked down this marketing was, right? And then
Yeah.
the trailer finally came out, and it was only a minute and 12 seconds. We're like, yay! And they didn't show much. And we were all really happy about that. Tell me, my friend, what has happened as Universal Studios has literally vomited up everything all over us about this movie. So, and I'm not being negative. I'm not being a Debbie Downer. I'm very excited to see the movie. I am. But I'm just seeing like where we were a month ago and how it's like rapid fire. Like it just dumped it. Like just opened the floodgates of Hoover Dam and lit it off. Tell me, how do you feel about this movie right now, high level? And then we're going to dig into theories, my friend.
The TV spots, man. You can say that one more time about what the heck happened here. What's going on? We had such a good start, and then they were just like, "Oh,
Yeah.
hey, guess what? This kill happens. This kill happens. This kill happens." The final trailer, there was like 6 or 7 kills where it's like, "Oh yeah, hey, this is how that happens." Cool. Okay. I mean, great, but I hope there's still some surprises when we get there to the theater. But like you said, I don't want to sound ungrateful because I'm just excited to have a 13th Halloween movie, man. I'm not complaining about that. I'm still thinking this is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a nice entry. I don't know if it's going to be the best. I feel like this one either has the potential to be better than Kills or the worst from David Gordon Green. I feel like it's going to be either one there. I don't think it's going to top 2018 personally.
Ooh, yeah, 2018. I mean, I watched it again like a week and a half ago, when I had Ashley Ray Riddick on the channel, the stunt double, for Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh,
we
nice.
watched. It was so fun, dude. She came back for her second appearance. And by the way, guys, she's coming back on October 29th to watch Halloween Ends live on the channel. So it's going to be epic. But, every time I see 18, I'm reminded how good that film is. Like, it's a really solid Halloween movie. And to me, story-wise, David Gordon Green nailed it. I thought it was excellent. One of the best of the franchise. So the high bar to try to top that, and no matter what. I think, I don't really expect Ends to top it. Here's personally either. What I'm hoping for is that we just get a movie that we really can say was done well, and that the ending, the biggest part for me, I know there's a lot going on in the middle, the beginning and middle of this movie with Corey, and we're going to get into that whole copycat stuff. But for me, the number one thing, and we've talked about it for, like we said earlier, a year now, or since 18 or Kills came out. So it's been about a year. And I've always said this: I gotta have a good ending. You know what? You can mess around with the story. You can maybe lose me here every now and then, but if you can close that third act with like just sitting there, jaw-dropping, epic fight and battle that just goes on forever. Everyone looks dead, like just worn. That's what I want to see the most. Okay, is the ending. Let me ask you this: how much do you feel the end of this film and how they execute the ending with Laurie and Michael will influence the average moviegoer, and then you, and because let's face it, everyone here tonight, all 70 of you, we're not average moviegoers. We are the hardcore inner circle, if you will, of these franchise, which they need us, and we're the ones that continue to promote it and all this. But I'm rabbit trailing. But I want to know, how much do you feel the ending and how it's executed will affect your view of the movie and the general public's view?
I think they're promising this movie to be this big ending to a certain timeline. So if there's one thing that this movie has to get right, it's to stick the landing here and just end a timeline. And to me, I just feel like if we once again just have an ambiguous ending, we want to continue it on. Why did you call it Ends? I mean, there's been so many franchises that have called the movie The Final Chapter, and then 5 comes out next year. I'm looking at you, Friday the 13th. But to me, I'm just like, they promised us an ending. They promised us one will fall, and I'm starting to think at least one of those things just isn't going to happen, or they're misleading us in some case. I really do hope that it does end for once. There's always been some kind of continuation that would lead you to believe that more is coming, and then more doesn't come. So I just want an ending, just one solid ending, maybe a death for Michael, maybe Laurie and Michael die, something like that, because I just don't see how Halloween could end without Michael dying, personally, but that's just me. I don't know. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for with Ends, and I just hope they stick the landing with that. If they do anything else weird, like if the Corey thing feels off or whatever, I'm okay with that. As long as it ends, as long as it's like okay, this is definitive. You can't make any more after this. Cool, I'll take it, whatever it is.
Yes. Just land the ending. No pun intended, right? The ending. Make that go like it should. And I'm okay with. Look, man, let's look at this franchise as a whole. We have gotten some movies that, man, as far as stories go, and there's been some dark, as Knight would say, and I'm adopting the term. There's been some dark territory with some of these sequels. Most of them are decent, I'll give you that, but there are the resurrections, there are the Rob Zombies, which again, that's personal preference. I personally don't. I say those are dark territory, but whatever. But there's some that are just not as good as others, as we know. But I'm okay with David Gordon Green taking some liberties. But the interesting, and here's one thing I will say this too about David Gordon Green. And we talked about it on the Lethal Collective, which, by the way, guys, as we're almost 80 people here, I want you to know, if you, and Katie, you're reading my mind. Look at her. ESP going on. Guys, listen, if you're here, maybe the first time you're popping in and you are not familiar with the Lethal Collective, let me tell you, we are at almost 1,000 subs. We're at like 905, and it consists of myself, Killjoy Jake, right here on the screen, our friends Fate Decided, and the Night Watch Zone. And the 4 of us come together twice a week to talk horror live with you. It is an amazing time. So listen, if you have not yet subscribed to the Lethal Collective, click that link right there that you see in the chat right here on the screen. Click that, just hit subscribe, and then after the stream, go watch some stuff. We literally just streamed there yesterday, and you're going to love the content. So anyway, guys, please do that. Help us get to 1,000 subscribers. Okay, had to rabbit trail for just a second. And real quick, we got super chats that have come through, and I always promise, head of the line, we get to you right away. So let's see here. We've got Denisha. What's up, my friend Denisha, with a $2 super chat. Craven, we need Jake to do some stew dance. Oh, I know what that's about, Denisha. I know what's up. Okay. Jake, are you getting ready? You limbering up?
I'm ready. I'm always ready to do the stew dance. Always.
Yes. Because after Halloween is over and it's out and we've had our post-mortem praises or cringe, whatever it is. I'm going to say praises. I'm going to be optimistic.
Right, yeah.
Then we're going to, we got to stay optimistic. You know what's next. It's all, we're shifting to Scream. We're shifting to that Scream marketing machine, and the stew train will start purring again. It's kind of quiet right now. We're giving it a little break. But you know what we do? You know who we don't give a break? It's Stu Mocker on this channel. So, Denisha, for your super chat, here comes not only Stu, but Killjoy Jake, because he's a great sport, doing the stew dance. Let's get it up, everybody. Let's go.
I'm ready, baby!
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Up.
Get it up.
Get up! Get up! Get up!
Love the dabs.
It was fun.
It was fun.
It was fun. Yes. Oh, it fires me up too, man. It's like such a great clip.
I hope you're happy, Denisha. Now I'm all sweaty.
Oh, Denisha. 1 second.
Got to take a sip, you know?
You got to keep those vocal cords moisturized, man. Very important.
Yes. I had someone comment on one of my videos the other day. They're like, dude, you need some tea, man. Like, I talk. Yeah, that's all I do. I get on here and I talk. So
I know. It's crazy, man. Go ahead. Yeah.
I rested my voice like all day. Like I just needed a break because last two like videos I made, you could barely understand me. So I really just needed to be like, oh God, need a little take a little break today. It was nice.
Listen, sometimes you got to do it, man, because your voice will tell you it's had enough. Like that's it. It's enough, you know, and you just got to step away. I completely understand having the bouts I've had over the summer with my voice, where I'd have to take 4 days off. It's like, oh, it's killing me. But you know what's not killing me is the generosity of all of you in the live chat. Val's bringing in a $5 super chat. Thank you, Val. The General, I salute you, my friend. We salute you. Not AC/DC, but we do salute you. And Val, we appreciate you. So Jake, I hear you're Debbie's #1 super fan. Jake, what's up with the Debbie Salt super fan Twitter page?
Yeah, I converted my Twitter page, dedicated it just to Debbie Salt. You know, but I've had a change of heart. I think the ending to Scream 2 is the greatest thing that's ever been written, ever been put to screen. Yeah. So I couldn't believe the response to that. I literally did that as a joke this morning, and like Carrie made a whole like thing for me. I'm like, oh my God, this is so funny.
Yeah,
I was cracking up. I thought that was great. So thank you, Carrie. Thank you, Val. I appreciate it.
It's so awesome. Carrie actually sent me the image, and I was like, oh, this is great, man.
I'm keeping it up all October. All October, we're a Debbie Salt super fan page. Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. Do it. Quick, Val, for your super chat clip, you know, we had some folks dancing here. Katie and Carrie danced recently on the channel, and I think it's time to revisit that dance. So, you know, let's do it. So here we go, Val. Here's your super chat clip, my friend.
Point to your head. Hitchhike.
Oh, yeah.
Double dream feet. Rubber legs. Wag your finger.
I like the wag your finger. That's
wag your finger. Oh gosh. Thank you, Val. All right. So back to it. So we've got this scenario here that I just love this. Sorry. Justice for Debbie. It's great.
She did nothing wrong.
That's right, man. You know, she was just a mom. She's just a mom. Just a mom being a mom. That's what moms do. You know, they kill people. No,
you don't mess with my sweet little boy. He was
don't do it. Yeah. Speaking of sweet, David says, I just subbed to the Lethal Collective. One closer to 1,000. Thank you.
Yeah, David.
Awesome, David.
Thank you.
David, you rock, my friend. You are killing it, and we appreciate your support. Thank you. Yay. All right. So back to Halloween ends. So we've got some information here. And I mentioned it on the Collective show yesterday, is that David Gordon Green, Jake, has been telling us very openly what's going to happen in this movie. And you know what's interesting is that I'm a part of this, like myself, other content creators, other fans I've talked to across the many different planes that are horror fans of Halloween. All of this are trying to make this a big mystery. It's almost like, well, there's got to be something else, though. They're not going to say all of it. We're used to Scream. Like, for all of us who are Scream fans, you know it's all about, you know, there's layers. And There's who done it, who didn't do it, all these red herrings. But this is not a Scream movie. It's Halloween. However, they're introducing this copycat killer, which is kind of making it Screamish because we don't know who. But we actually kind of do, thanks to the clips we now have. But David Gordon Green, Jake, has been telling us all along, hey, this movie is heavily influenced by Christine months ago. And the story of Christine, as you know, has this amazing car, it's best, and it slowly changes his personality. He starts dressing differently. It takes over him over the course of this movie, basically. And he says that this movie he was so worried about the script for Halloween Ends, he gave it to John Carpenter and said, please look at this and tell me if I'm infringing on too much like Christine. And Carpenter came back and said, it's fine. And he gave him his approval. Okay, so now we hear David Gordon Green in his own words, I should have had it loaded up, where he says, Michael Myers now, it's been 4 years, is out of the headlines. He's in bad shape. He's gone dormant. He's like an animal that goes off in the woods to die. He stumbles upon an unlikely colleague. Wait a minute. Not victim. A colleague, Jake. And he said they basically feed off each other's energy. And he is telling us, like he's like, guys, I'm not trying to trick you. This is what you're going to see. So tell me, in your mind, and we know from the clips that Corey's obviously the guy. He's in the sewers. He comes across him. They show him locking eyes with Michael. Michael's mask mirroring his eyeball. And then he escapes. He doesn't get killed. He comes back again wearing different clothes. So there's clearly a relationship, which is weird to say. So, all right, I've talked a lot, but I'm setting this up for you now, my friend. So tell me, based on this information, do you agree with me that says, look, it is what it is. This is what we're going to get. Just be ready for it.
Well, we see a lot of scenes in the sewers. There's like a handful of them, and you can tell that they're done at different times in the story of the overall movie. I'm really thinking that it is going to be very similar to Christine in the way that maybe Corey is like feeding Michael or maybe even like taking care of him in some kind of weird sort of way. And I do think it's almost like it's kind of going to be based with the obsession. Just the maybe he wants to be Michael. Maybe he likes the idea of killing people. And that's why you see someone who is not Michael in that one scene in the trailer killing people. I really think it's going to be something like that. I just don't know if I'm going to like it or not. It's really one of those things I have to see before I judge it or not. But to me, it sounds so outlandish and so trying so hard to be something that's just like, hey, we love John Carpenter. This is a love letter to John Carpenter. It just feels a little too much into that by just taking a massive plot point from another movie and just throwing that into here randomly. When I just feel like this movie should focus on other things. There are so many really cool things to focus on this time around that I just feel like we're missing out on to do this, which I don't mind. You know, I love homage. I love when you take things and it's like, hey, we love John Carpenter. The last two movies, we were doing all these Easter eggs to the Halloween franchise, and I think that's great in Kills and 2018. But now a big focus, and I think David Gordon Green has even said this, was that this is going to feel like an overture of like John Carpenter shit. And obviously that is a paraphrase. But obviously, I don't think he actually said that. That would be hilarious if he did. But I get that, and I think that's a cool idea. But I think he may have taken it a little too far. That's just my prediction right now. But regardless, I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see what they do. I'm always interested when they do something different with franchises. You know what I mean? If this was same old, Michael he went back to prison over the course of the past 4 years and he escapes off of a bus again on Halloween night. I would have way more problems with that than I would with something brand new that we've never seen before. So I'm optimistic about this until I see it. then I will give you my opinion, but I'm going into it with an open mind and hopefully we get something fun. Hopefully we get something totally different. We've never seen it before and it's something where we're like, okay, hey, this worked. And when we may have thought it wouldn't. So I'm going into it with an open mind. I would say be optimistic about this movie until we see it.
Yeah, 100%, man. I'm staying very optimistic about it as well. I think, because here's the thing. I really enjoyed 18. Again, I said I think 18 was great. I also really enjoyed Kills. And, I may often feel like I'm in the minority, and I don't care. That's fine. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Every time I watch it now, I still turn it off and said, you know what? I feel good. I feel satisfied. There's always every movie. Let's be honest. Every movie, except with rare exception, anyway. There's always things that we could nitpick. We could talk about. We could say, I don't like that. Not crazy about that. But at the end of the day, if you can turn a movie off and had enjoyed that and had overall the good was higher than the bad, that's how I look at it anyway. To me, that's satisfying. Now, it may not be 5 stars, but if it's 3 out of 5, that to me, you win. You win. Better than halfway there. So I'm not ranking the Kills right now. I'm just saying I enjoyed the first 2 movies. So I'm not going to all of a sudden just turn my back on David Gordon Green and say, well, he's going to write a horrible movie now. He only had 2 movies in him, Jake. That's all he could do. I'm not doing that to him. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt because in my mind, he wrote 2 really great movies. So
yeah, I totally agree. I think with the Kills hates, a lot of people are going into this with much more negative connotation than even the last one. And I don't know, man. I'm still staying optimistic because, like you said, I mean, like Halloween 2018 was a super successful movie. However you feel about it, I feel like the majority of fans really liked that one. That was in my opinion, is one of the best films in the entire franchise. I think this movie has the potential to be great. Kills is that weird middle movie that's just bridging the gap between the stories of 18 and Ends, I think. But I don't know that yet. When I see Ends, then I feel like Ends is going to retroactively either make Kills better or pointless. It's going to be one or the other. And we're just going to have to see, man. I think that to me is the most exciting thing about Ends overall. And of course the ending of the ending of a timeline. What does this actually look like? Because it's almost always been fucking ambiguous. Like Michael's still alive somewhere, or it's something really cool got retconned, like an H2O. So we'll just have to see, man. I'm just excited to. This is a really important movie for the franchise, and I think for that reason alone, I'm just pumped to see it. Just pumped to see what they do.
Oh yeah, same here, man. It's very important, and if it's done well, like you said earlier, we as fans, we need to make sure that if we are in that everyone does this, but if we, me included, if we as fans take any franchise you want, right? We're talking about Halloween, so let's use Halloween. If we ever say, you know what, I'm tired of the same old thing, right? It's just going to be another Michael shows up, kills everybody, and he lives, and it's also predictable, blah, 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 blah. Why would they do something different? All right. We have the right as fans to feel that way and to say that. But if we go to this movie and by all intents and purposes, by what we've seen and heard, this is going to be just that. We're going to get our wish. We're going to get a movie. Nick Castle, Christopher Nelson, David Gordon Green, Jamie Lee Curtis, they've all told us this is different. This is not a typical Halloween. So, if we believe them to be true, and I do, that many people, plus the trailers show us this is different. And if we go in this movie and we see a different film, and it does not tickle our funds personally, it doesn't, for some reason, we just don't jive with that story, the worst thing we can do, and this is just me, my opinion, and I want to see what you think, Jake. The worst thing we can do as fans, not just content creators like Jake and myself and some of you out there who have a platform, not even that, just as fans, the worst thing we can do is then turn right around and say, that movie was dog doo-doo. That movie was pathetic. I can't believe they did that. How could they write that? That's ridiculous. they should have done this, they should have done that. Now, and the reason I say that is, let's be consistent with our position. If our position is do something different, and they do it, and we personally don't like what they did, the way we need to handle that properly should be, you know what? I applaud them for stepping out to do something that wasn't cookie cutter. It wasn't formulaic. And I applaud them for trying that. I personally, now I'm not saying this about me because I haven't seen the movie, but I would say, look, I didn't connect with the story, or I did certain aspects of it, but I would much rather them have tried and, in my mind, not landed it than to just go safe, right? How do you feel about that? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, let's be fair.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Being fair in a review, I think ultimately comes down to being able to know the difference between something that's like your jam, like something where you're like, oh, I love movies like this, and something that's just not a well-made movie. Like when I say something's like, if I would say like I don't recommend something, it's because it's just like it's poor technique, or it's done not so well. And there's a specific reason why I would say that. It's not ever just going to be because I didn't like it. There are plenty of movies I didn't like, but I can respect that they're made well. Like Don't Worry, Darling, I think is a perfect example of that. I think it's a really well-made film. It's gorgeously shot, has an amazing score and some great performances, but I personally just didn't care for it because of certain plot elements. And I think I made that pretty clear in my review, and if I feel the same way about Ends, I'll also make that clear. I'll be like, this is a good movie, but it just wasn't for me personally. Like I typically, there's a difference between something like Don't Worry, Darling and Jeepers Creepers Reborn. You know what I mean? Like one is a very, very poorly made, lazy movie, and then the other one is one that attempted to be a good movie, and I think could have been a good movie, just made some poor choices in like behind the scenes and all that, which I kind of detail in my review once again. But I don't think you can just come out of the gate saying this is a piece of shit with any of these movies, because even with Kills, if you don't like Kills, it's still an incredibly well-made film. I think that they do the like the flashback sequences better than anything Disney could have ever dreamed of. I mean, compare that to some of the stuff in The Mandalorian, spoiler alert, but there's a character that comes back. You probably, if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. It looks okay. It looks fine. But in my opinion, Halloween Kills, just past 5 years, anything that did a flashback, that might be my number one of what I've seen, at least. I seriously think the Loomis thing is spot on. I don't think they could have even done it any better. The mask looks exactly like how it did in 78. The lighting, the music, it's perfect. That's why I just can't. I get that some people didn't like it. See ya. Peace out.
Bye, Lee.
I get some people didn't like it, but to me, it's just like from a filmmaking level, it was made really well, I think. So you got to know the difference between those two things for sure.
100%. And it's like you say, it's completely fair to not like something. Like it's completely fine. It's just like, and another example I'll give, and I'll get off my little soapbox about this, is Scream 3, right? Wes does this voice changer. And I know this thing is a point of contention for a lot of people. I love the voice changer. I just watched Scream 3. I just introduced my daughter to all the Scream movies. We just finished watching Scream. We did 1, 2, 3, and 4. We just finished 4 this afternoon. And after this stream is over, in an hour or so, we're watching Scream 5 to finish it out. And
Nice.
And so they're all fresh on my brain right now. Like, it was so awesome to see them again. And it also solidified my current order still stands of 1, 4, 2, and 3, but they're all good. But anyway, point of it is, when that voice changer, this was something unique. It was different. Wes tried something, right? And JP Jones, which is the prop master, by the way, actually said they had conversations about that voice changer with Wes, and they would talk about it, and they would say, look, is there anything? There's not really anything out there that does this. What can we do, like, to justify doing this? Because Wes always wanted realism in his stuff, and he actually said, I want. And so he said they actually built. I just heard this. It's from a deleted interview that was not put out anywhere, and that I got from Mossy Productions, Anthony Mossy and Nate Reagan, who produced the documentary Still Screaming. They sent it to me in the mail. And basically what it is, he said, was that they actually were able to get some form of a working voice changer with multiple voices. It was a computer. I don't know all the terminology, but he said it was like a computer motherboard or computer panel or something they got, and they were able to at least show Wes, there's like 5 voices in it or something. So it was enough for Wes to say, I've got to at least say in my mind this can somehow be done. And they did that. I didn't even know that. That was totally, I never heard that story before. So that was cool. But my point is this. That movie, to this day, I hear people ripping it apart for the voice changer. And I'm like, this is probably the same person that says they need to change things up and Scream. Make it something do something different.
Yeah.
And they did that. So, and again, you don't have to like it. I'm not saying everyone has to. Look, there's changes in movies I don't like. That's fine. But I just want that. If someone says, be different, and they are, I want that same person to acknowledge that they were, and maybe it just didn't land for them. But that's all I'm saying.
I agree with you about the voice changer. Like, I personally strongly dislike it. I think it's a really dumb decision personally, but I respect it for being something different. I respect it for being something where it's like, okay, hey, they tried something different, but it kind of shatters the illusion of the realism in those movies. To me, that's so important. But with Scream 3, that movie feels like it's straight out of like a Scooby-Doo episode. So that's why it works. I love that. I think that's why it works for some people, because the tone is totally different. For that reason, okay, for that, whatever. But but I do get, I get both sides of it, but I respect it for being something different. I respect them for keeping it fresh. You just can't do the same thing with every single movie and expect people to keep coming back. It's a big criticism I do have of the Scream franchise, is the formula is pretty much the same with all 5 movies. So I'm excited to see 6 a lot for many reasons. Like, I'm sorry, I'm kind of shifting the conversation. I hate to get off of that. But that's why I'm excited for 6. I really think this is going to be the first movie to alter that, and to mess around with just the simple, very simple formula of Scream that you could twist and turn in so many crazy directions. Kevin Williamson's even a fan of that. I mean, I've read some interviews talking about how he wants to play with that. He wants this franchise to go on forever because there's so many different knobs you can twist. There's so many different tools in this franchise's tool belt specifically. I would love to see them fuck around with some even more things in the future.
Oh, absolutely. And one thing I have to say regarding, and this is not to like argue or anything, but it's more of a joke. It's tongue in cheek. But it's talking about changing the formula. You can't keep doing the same thing. People will. I was like, have you heard ZZ Top? They've been playing the same 3 chords for 60 years, and they're still selling out arenas. But no, it's a joke. I had to say that, throw that in there. Apples and oranges, but no, but you're right. I mean, I respect what you're saying, and I do get it. You do want to, add things and change it up. The thing about Scream is unique is because there is a formula, like Randy said. There's a formula, a very simple formula. It's a murder mystery. It's a whodunit, and it's very meta, self-aware. Those are like the key ingredients to me, in addition to great story and characters. But I'm just talking about like formula speaking, right? If you remove the self-aware meta part, that's not really Scream. If you remove the murder mystery whodunit, that's not Scream either. That's a slasher. It's something else. But so. And I don't think you were trying to say these items. I really don't, because we've had this discussion before. But I think, as long as we keep the skeleton of Scream in place, which are those essentials, but you can put on different clothes. You don't have to.
That's a great
wear
way
the
to
same
put it.
clothes.
Yeah. That's a great way to put it, I think, because like style, tone, formula, you can mess with all those things and then keep everything you just said still intact. Like, you can still have meta humor, but make it darker. You know what I mean? You can still have a murder mystery, but it doesn't end up having a revenge motive for whoever the killer is.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's so many different routes that they could take with this. It's so... just another horror fan. Of course I know who ZZ Top is. I'm sorry. What even is that comment? everyone has heard I feel like everyone has heard a ZZ Top song at some point. Like you hear that voice and you're like, it's undeniable. You know?
And his guitar tone too. Yeah,
You know?
the voice is so recognizable. And if you're a guitar player, like I know you are, and myself, when you hear Billy Gibbons' guitar tone, he's got a sound that he's not really changed in 60 years, and it sounds good. I mean, it's not bad. I'm talking about, it's like, I saw him live real quick, and we're going to start losing people if I start talking music. But I went and saw them once in Corpus Christi. I got to see them one time before Dusty passed away, and that was like on cloud nine. I can't even tell you. It was a real big arena, and his guitar tone, he would hit his notes, bro, and it was like cutting you through the bone. I can't even describe it. Anyway, it was for another. We'll say that for another day.
Yeah.
But it's good stuff. And you know what else is good stuff, my friend Jake? Is a $5 super chat coming in from David Coe. Thank you, David. We appreciate you, man. Now, David's got a question. Why couldn't the plot have been 4 years later? Michael's gone. Okay. Allison convinces Lori to help her search for him and hunt him down. It's a revenge plot. So like a Debbie Salt recruiting Mickey.
Yeah.
I had to throw that in for you, man.
Thank you. Yeah. I love Debbie Salt. Such a great character. So original.
Listen,
so good.
I actually do like her, but I know we differ on the Debbie Salt, but I'm just having fun, poking fun. So tell me, Jake, tell me your thoughts on this. Man, I'll let you go first. What do you think about that idea?
Yeah. I was, I gotta admit, David's kind of pitching like a simpler plot for ends, and this is kind of what I was expecting too. I was expecting just a movie that was simply about Michael coming back to Haddonfield for whatever reason. I pitched a bunch of ideas earlier this year. Like I said something about like, well, what if he's in a cave or something, and like maybe some kids go out and find him, and they dare each other to go into the cave, and then Michael's there and he comes out and he starts killing people for whatever reason. Maybe this like he wants to go killing again. I mean, he clearly enjoys what he does. You know what I mean? You see this throughout the entire franchise where he's like, it's almost artistic. Like he decorates his bodies. He stabs people against walls, and then he just kind of appreciates his work. He clearly likes to do it a little bit. So maybe something like that could very easily inspire him without over explaining it. He comes back to town. Lori is going nuts, and then has to fight him. I mean, that is the simple setup that we needed for this movie. I don't think it needed to do something as crazy with the Corey Cunningham thing. Once again, I haven't seen it, so maybe I'm jumping the gun on that, but no, I do agree with this, David. A much simpler idea, I feel like maybe would have benefited ends a little more. So I do agree with you there for sure.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I mean, there's so many ways things could and can go, and and as of course for me, that's part of the fun, right? And part of the reason I started a channel on YouTube, because I enjoy these discussions with amazing people like you, right? And we can, in the chat, we can talk about different ideas and bounce theories off one another and all this. Quick, just want to let you guys know, we're at 82 likes. And our goal when we started, Jake, an hour ago, was to hit 100. We're only 18 away from hitting our goal. So guys, if you're just jumping in the channel, we're 5 people, please smash that thumbs up button. We would greatly appreciate it. And Jake will not have to kill a helpless cat after the live stream.
What the fuck?
Right. I don't know. That's all that came to my mind.
That's so dark.
That's so dark.
Holy shit. Listen, Steven, I'm a cat dad.
I know you are. I know.
I am a cat dad. I love my kitties. We listen. We can talk about killing. We can talk about killing people, babies, rats, whatever, all day. But you bring up a damn cat. That's where I draw the line. That's where I draw the line. I'm kidding.
And trust me, I love animals. So guys, don't take me the wrong. I was just joking around with Jake here a little bit, having a little fun. It's dim just jokes, as they say. And it's working. We're at 85. See, We're only 15 away.
People are
so
scared now. Jesus Christ.
They're scared to death. It's so funny.
I love animals. I swear to God, I would never do something like that. Just to clarify.
He's not been telling me stuff. I promise you. He loves animals. I love animals.
I'm getting incriminated. I'm kidding.
No. It was a tasteless joke on my part. My bad. I'm feeling here, let the filter down a little bit. Man, I went a little too far. But yeah, so David, thank you for your super chat, my friend. Really appreciate you. And it's a great, look, yeah, it could have been simple revenge, especially after we see how Lori is in 18 believe me, if she was like that now, I think she would have gone on her own to find Michael. Like, she was so obsessed. But apparently, clearly, even it says in the trailer that behind the scenes, that Lori has gone through a major transformation, Jake. She's now writing her memoirs, so she's writing a book, right? And she's gone through therapy. We know she's seeing a therapist. And so she is a more, I think, trying to gain control of her life and not letting it be controlled by her fear and obsession of Michael. And so, or at least at the surface level, as we saw from Allison, right, in the trailer, when she's like, you pretend to, I forgot the exact quote, but basically you're hiding that you're still obsessed with evil, something like that, or with death. So, I think one of the reasons maybe they didn't go that way, David, was just because they're trying to make Lori be a different character than we saw in Kills and 18, seeing her arc. Right? Because if she starts off like she was 4 years later, exactly the same, then as far as the story goes, she's really not grown any. There's no arc for her. So anyway, I may be overthinking it, Jake.
No, I think you have a point.
That's just kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah. I like my big thing with Lori is that's what this whole trilogy is going to be about ultimately. And if they do something like, she's fine, everything's good. In this movie, aren't we like that's gonna be a little disappointing, obviously that's wonderful, like if that was to happen to someone in real life that would be great, but just storytelling wise I just don't feel like that's all that well written. Just like 40 years she couldn't get over something, and then 4 years after that she's fine. I don't know, man. It's something it's gonna be tough for me to wrap my head around.
It is, and you and I talked about it a little bit on the collective yesterday. That's kind of like one of the things that I do as I do counseling. I counsel people through and so I'm familiar with that whole side of life for people, and a lot of, not necessarily bad that scenario, but you know what I'm saying. I understand the approach to healing and all those kind of things. And things do take time. Now, having said that, everyone does heal at different paces, depending on where they're at. However, 4 years is not a long time when you look at what just happened in 18. And that was like crazy, bro. The events of that night, that one night. So yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I'm with you. I would like to see Lori in this state of trying to move past it still, where she's made progress to the point where she's got jack-o'-lanterns she's carving, and she's like taking steps. And I think a lot of it could be for Allison. She's trying to show the Rock the strength because she's now the mother figure because Karen's gone. So maybe some of that is trying to be for her benefit, but in reality she's not all there. Not all put together as she appears. So
yeah.
Anyway, just because now that Karen's gone, it's going to be. I can only imagine how she's feeling. That as far as being in that role, they're living together. It looks like now. So
I almost wanted to see like a even darker version of Laurie Strode, where she was like even more broken down with this movie. Like I know that would have been like really depressing, but like imagine you're watching this whole movie, it's like 4 years later, she's still just like, maybe she's like agoraphobic, like to the max, like even more than she was in the previous two movies. Like she's like locked up in a room, like she doesn't even want to leave, and Allison like takes care of her, and then Michael comes back, she kills it, and then it's almost like the healing process has begun. She can go outside again. You know what I mean? Something like that I feel like would have worked even better here. I'm just kind of spitballing. That's also my Spider-Man 2 brain talking as well. I don't know if you've ever seen that one, but with the Tobey Maguire second movie, it's like
I don't think so.
Basically, like, just simple premise of that whole movie is this guy is just having the worst couple of fucking weeks of his life. Like, Tobey Maguire's just having the worst time in this entire movie, and finally at the end he kind of overcomes it. It's like, finally, and it's this wonderful payoff, and that's kind of what I was hoping for with Ends too. That's because of how dark places have gotten in the past two films.
For sure, yes. Well, one thing I have to say is I'm glad that I've heard, we'll see if it's true, but I've heard that they've kind of gone away from the whole virus thing. They were going to try to put in there a little political thing. And, because I was like, the worst, could you imagine? I'm going to write it for you right now. Here you go, guys. Worst possible ending for Ends is Michael's been in this cave, or this sewer rather, for 4 years, caked in mold, rotting. He's nasty dirt. He's just nasty. His knife is rusted out. It looks awful. And it's so funny. I actually have a picture of him on my monitor up here. I'm looking at the rotted out mask. I just looked up and that's what's on the screen. It's funny.
Oh, nice.
It's like I queued it up or something. But I didn't. It just was there. So anyway, could you imagine if the final battle, it's going down with Laurie, and then all of a sudden he's like, he starts coughing, and he like just falls over, and because of his weakened condition, when he came out to the town, he caught the virus, and it killed him. If I swear, now that's like mutiny stuff. That's stuff for you. I walk out of a theater if that happened.
That's not even commentary anymore. That's just that's a director getting up on his soapbox.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like that's not how you do commentary. I don't think either way. That's why that would suck first and foremost. But I also I don't know if Halloween is the right franchise for something like that either. You know what I mean? Like I think
I do.
We had people coming out of the woodwork to get pissed off about the mob mentality stuff in the last movie. I thought it was okay because it was subtle, besides Tommy Doyle screaming, "Evil dies tonight," but that's not even really, I don't know. I was okay with what they did in Halloween Kills, but to go that far off the deep end with it would be like, okay, we got to relax, There's certain franchises where it works. There's certain franchises where it just doesn't, you're replacing the DNA of a franchise with something else if you start doing stuff like that, I think.
Totally. I love what Nightfall says. I find myself a lot more accepting of the copycat theory. See, it's all about perspective. See,
It's all about perspective.
It's all about perspective. You think about that kind of an ending, then it's like, it doesn't really matter what they do now. It's going to be better than that. So, anyway, come through. Appreciate you guys sending in your super chats and your generosity tonight. It's greatly appreciated to kick off the month of October. And from Child of the Corn, what's up, buddy? Sending in a $2 super chat for us. Better unveiling. Okay, Debbie Salt. Or 2, Brenda from Urban Legend.
Well, Anthony, just so you know, man, I'm totally kidding about the Debbie Salt shit. Listen, some people love her, and that's awesome. All the love to you all out there, all those Debbie Salt fans, lovers of that character. I just think it is so goofy, so weird. Doesn't work for me personally. But I love Brenda from Urban Legend. I think Rebecca Gayheart is amazing in that movie. Those are some of my favorites. Some of my favorite like 90s slashers that are Scream feeling. But yes to Brenda.
Yes.
All the love for Brenda.
All the love for Brenda. That's a great question because I love Urban Legend. Like you say, it's actually my number one most favorite post-Scream era film that came out. That and Valentine. Valentine was my second.
I really like Valentine too.
Valentine was solid, and it was PG-13, and it still was a really well done, executed film. I enjoyed that for a slasher.
Twist.
Yeah,
and the twist is really good in that one.
It got me too. Did he get you? Did he get you?
That and Urban Legend got me. I did not see the first time I saw Brenda in that movie, that reveal. I really didn't see that coming. I was like, "Wow, okay, oh hell yeah, let's go." So
yeah, let's do. I know, I love it. Same. So for me, I'm gonna have to say better unveiling of these two. Oh, Anthony knows what he's doing. Anthony's got it figured out. He comes up with these incredible scenarios and he knows what we like, and he pits these things, so we have to choose, and I love it. Anthony, I have to go Debbie Salt. As much as I love Brenda, I'm going to go Debbie Salt for me. That's my choice. Thank you for the super chat, Anthony. Always. And whoa, Jalen coming in hard with the $20 super chat. Thank you, Jalen. That's amazing, brother. Appreciate your support. Speaking of changing the formula, clips comprehend regardless if you believe him or not. Yep, some do, some don't. He just said there's no way Kevin Williamson would ever have the balls to write this new film from its ferocity to its subject matter. Okay. Well, again, I take Vera and Non, clips comprehend. I take everything with a grain of salt. We'll see. They certainly give the impression of having some connections. We'll ultimately know when we watch the movie, and because both of them, last I checked, are hardcore doubling down that Nev is in 6. They're like, you know what? Think what you want. The filming dates were done. It's over. She's going to be in it. I'm like, they're hanging their entire credibility on Nev Campbell being in this movie. So if she's not, guys, it's going to hurt them. Like, no, it's going to be very difficult to take them seriously moving forward.
That's kind of why I'm on the fence with clips. I've had a lot of people tell me, they're like, "Oh no, he's for real." Viewer Anon or whatever, he said he vouched for him or something. I think in a tweet maybe. I just don't think she's gonna be in the movie. I would be really shocked if Nev Campbell was in it. I mean, she has said in 4 different interviews now with different people saying I'm not in it, and she is visibly upset when people bring it up to her during cons. I mean, there are videos of this out there. It would be the biggest twist I've ever seen in a Scream movie. If after all of that studio bashing from Nev, she's in it somehow. I can't get behind all these people saying that. I don't know. And I think Clips has pitched some cool things, but he's also pitching that there's going to be a New York noir style cop who's done with these dirty streets. That's so goofy to me. That's goofier than anything a Scream movie has ever done in the past to me. I just don't see that happening for this movie either. I kind of don't really believe him, but maybe maybe he's right about some stuff. He's making pretty general guesses too. It's nothing very specific as to what I've seen. So that it just comes off to me as someone who's just making some stuff up. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm totally wrong, and he's completely right. We're gonna get noir style Dermot Mulroney cop it's gonna turn black and white when it cuts to him, and some jazz music and all that. I don't know, man. I just don't buy it. But just me personally.
Yeah, I don't either. I just and speaking of doubling down, Nev doubled down a month and a half later when she was in interviews where she's coming out and saying, "Hey, I just couldn't make myself, go onto a set where I was taken advantage of and underappreciated." I'm like, dude,
she wouldn't have said that if she was lying. She wouldn't have said that if she was lying. There's no way. No way. That makes the studio look like dog shit. The studio why would the studio have her do that? You know what I mean? Why would they do? I don't know, man. I mean, yes, she did say some positive things about the directors and the people involved.
Right.
And that's great. And I believe her on that, but I also really believe her on the studio stuff too. I don't see it happening. I would love for Nev to be in 6. I would, but
Right.
who goes and says all this nasty stuff about like someone like that and then still ends up working with them? I just don't buy it. I don't buy it.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. That's my biggest issue with it too, bro. I can't get over that. Yeah, I just can't. So, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. And Jalen, you know, we've been talking about it. You know, if we get a movie that's, you know, like both Melissa and Jenna have said is the goriest, no, not gory, the most violent, aggressive Ghostface they've ever seen, and it gets gorier and gorier as they turn the page, is what Jenna said. If that's what we get, that's intense, but stays a Scream movie, you know, with the things we expect to see, with the meta self-awareness, the whodunit, I'm good with that. Great, let's go. Fire it up. I guess what we'd all want to see. You know, I'm just waiting to see who the next Debbie Salt is. It's gonna be Dermot Mulroney, or it's one. Jake, I am telling you, it's one of the 3 guys. And you know, we talked about this. I'm like, if it's Dermot, Josh, or Henry, after we watch the movie, I want a text that says, dude, you know, you may get everything wrong, but you got that right. You nailed it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Fake called me today. He actually called me with some of his theories, and what he pitched to me, I was like, "That's actually a pretty good idea. I like that works for me. It's similar to the Debbie Salt thing, but it's not the same. Like a big reason
Right.
I'm not a fan of Debbie Salt is, well, one, I think her performance is so outrageous and so over the top. It kind of it goes a little too out of what the tone of that movie was. I think that's the big thing for me. That's why I don't
Sure.
really care for it. And you know, some people, that's their jam. Fuck yeah, all the power to you. It's not a bad performance. It's just not for me.
Yeah.
That was really tough for me to say, by the way.
You did great.
I'm growing as a person. But I think the other thing about it too is it's too simplistic. It's too simple for how insane that fucking stretch of a ending is. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, you're just getting revenge for the death of your son. You went through all of this. Like this person somehow figured out all this shit, got in touch with a serial killer and didn't die. Like there's just too many loose ends that just don't make sense about it to me. And that's why I don't care for it. But with Dermot Mulroney possibly being like pissed off that his last name that Clips has told us is what was it? Walters? Rebecca Walters is her name, right? So
Yeah.
his last name is also Walters. It's really late, so sorry if I sound kind of stupid. But I think that's really cool. Like that to me is a cool connection. You're connecting 4, 5, and 6 all into this one big thing, and I think that's dope. That works for me. If he ends up being Ghostface, that
Right.
works. There's more to it than just, oh, I'm pissed off about my daughter's death or whatever. You know, there's more to it. It has more substance in my opinion, and hopefully the performance isn't so over the top that I'm just like losing my mind watching it. I don't know. Hey, we'll just have to see, man.
We'll have to wait and see.
Execution is everything. That's what we're saying about Corey. That's what we're saying about Dermot.
Yes.
Let's just see it. Let's see it happen.
Let's see it happen. Guys, real quick, to give you guys an update, we are still at 85 likes. Jake, we need 15 more, and we only got about 30 minutes, guys. That's all we got left.
15 more likes.
Yes.
Do it.
Please. 15. And we
Come
got a lot
on. Sorry.
I love that one. I love when you do that.
Chill out.
No, don't chill out. Stay there. I love it. I love Jake at level 11, man, all day long. We're so close to 100. Oh, we're at 88. Thank you, guys.
Ooh.
Here we go. We're getting there. We're so close to 100. We got 80 people watching. I know we can hit it. And real quick, guys, want to also mention, for those of you who may just be joining, I do have a code of conduct for the live chat. Zero tolerance for rudeness or trolling or ridiculing. It's okay to disagree. As you guys know, Jake and I disagree on our different views. But as you see how we do things because very respectfully. And that's all that I ask that we do in the chat. And you guys, in case you're not aware, maybe you're new here tonight, it's all fairness. You don't know what you don't know. So let me, guys, share with you the code of conduct. Here we go.
Sup, dog? My name is Ronnie. What's your name? Don't talk to me, you airhead. Stop! What's wrong with this scene? Don't forget golden rule number 3. RESPECT. Treat other people the way you want to be treated. It's that simple. We take rude behavior very seriously. Be respectful to everyone on... Do you kiss your mother with that mouth? We expect everyone to be appropriate and uplifting to others.
Yo, don't even trip, dog. Well,
I love that. I need that for my stream. That's great. I think you're muted, Craven.
StreamYard, the ghost in StreamYard tonight. I don't know what's going on. The guy's still on my screen. He's playing in my hair. So I'll say this. I will be happy to send it to you because I put it together. It was actually several different clips that I spliced together from him. And yeah, it's a fun little clip. And it's like, it's everything I want to say, but we can say it with a fun way. In a fun clip. Don't even trip, dog. Yeah, I slowed him down for that.
I love that.
I had to do it. And also coming in here, guys, we've got, hold on a second. This thing is, I don't know what's happening. It's repeating every clip on its own. All right. Where was I at? I totally lost my train of thought. Okay, real quick, guys, we got another super chat that's come through. Nanette with a $5 super chat. Thank you, Nanette, so much. Says, I would love to stay, but I'm doing something in a few minutes, so I'll see you later. And please hit the thumbs up button for this live stream. Thank you, Nanette. Much, much appreciated, my friend. You have a great rest of your night. And thank you for the encouragement of the live chat for everyone to hit it. Jake, we're at 94. 94. Yes. Guys, we've got 25 minutes to get 6 subs. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling all right.
It can happen. 6. Come on.
We just need 6. That's all we need. Thank you, Nanette. You are awesome. I appreciate your support, my friend, as always. And also coming in with a $5 super chat. All right. Hollywood guy. There we go. Who are you? What kind of guy are you? I'm a Hollywood guy. I don't know why I said that. It's just random. It felt right.
You know what? It was the right choice. I like that, Steven.
Thank you, Jake. Thank you, my man. Yeah. Sometimes you just got to go with the vibe, what you're feeling, man. Hollywood guy says, speaking of Valentine, will there be any sequel? I really liked that movie. And your reaction to a new movie, it's in production. Okay. We got 2 spices for $5 being served. So, Jake, these things, reverse order. Let's backwards just to shake things up. Break the formula. Reverse it.
Ooh, I like that.
See there? So Jason, remember we had 3 clues. Remember? Roy Lee came out and said, he was the first, there's going to be news announced probably at the end of the year about Friday the 13th. That's all he said. And then I happened to find, and yes, I rarely take credit for anything because I don't really care, but I found this, dadgummit, because after I posted the video, Jake, everyone else started doing it, and then it got onto all the big boys, all the big channels. I'm just saying, I don't toot my horn often here ever, but this one I said there's only 2 things I've tooted my horn for. The Halloween jack-o'-lantern picture from Scream 6 that was sent to me from Chris at Discover Montreal, which ended up going on Hello Sydney, everywhere. That was from my video. And this particular clip, well, I'm not going to show it to you, but this clip I'm talking about of Sean Cunningham on his cameo saying that there's a new installment of Friday the 13th coming next year. And guess what happened? I posted that video. It caught fire. Everyone started doing it, and the day later, it's gone. He took it off. That's how much of an impact it made. He removed it from his cameo. That's the second clue, though. And then with Jake, remember this clue that came in from New Line Cinema's Instagram account, where it's new message from Jason Voorhees, and they're like, I wonder what this could be, or what he could be, what he wants, question mark. So, what say you? Those three clues are all pointing us, in my opinion, to a new Friday movie of some sort next year. How do you feel about that? Do you agree, disagree? What do you think?
I think where there's smoke, there's fire. So I think if
Yes.
there's a bunch of people coming out of the woodworks talking about this, we have a bunch of people like confirming some weird stuff, saying like, "Oh, you'll see things by the end of the year, maybe." Like it's all very cryptic. So I think something is definitely in the works. I think for sure. And it's not just the fans who want to see another Friday film. Obviously these people. I mean, fuck, Sean Cunningham just got out of like the longest fucking lawsuit of all time, is what it feels like.
Right.
I'm sure this guy wants to start making some money at this point. So I really think everybody wants a new Friday film. Everyone wants to make this happen, and I'm sure these people are making it happen somehow. I don't know how, but we're gonna have to see, man.
Yeah.
No matter what, just more Jason killing people. I talked about this
Yes.
on with the Nightmare Corner and those him and Anthony last night. I was just talking. I'm like, listen, I have my idea for what I want for a new Friday film, but more than anything, I just want to see Jason on screen killing somebody again. That's all I really care about. Like, if it is garbage, okay, fine. I just want to see a guy in a hockey mask killing teenagers. I'm a simple guy, Steven.
It's all it takes, man. Even if they have to retrieve Sally Hardesty's body from the trash pile, grab it and bring it into the Jason universe, whatever
She's a
it
cyborg
takes.
now.
She's yes. Oh gosh. Just want to say hello real quick to my buddy Eric at Smells Like Teen Horror. I see you're here tonight. Welcome, my friend. You have come to the right place. Glad you're here.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, we're at. Let's see where we're at real quick. Got to keep the troops updated. At 90 guys, come on. Five more.
$5.
All right, Hollywood.
At Subway.
$5. There you go. $5 foot long. $5 super chat. 5 more to 100. Makes sense to me.
Lots of fives. I like it.
I mean, absolutely. And speaking of fives, David coming in with a $5 super chat. Yeah, I'm going to round up to 5 just because it just fit. It just fit. David, thank you for your another super chat, my friend. Craven, as a joke, you should have said I'm showing my daughter all the Scream movies. She just turned 4. Oh, ha ha. Showed her the first 4 movies as she turned 4. Dude. Now, see, I don't know, man. I think I might get in trouble for doing that. Because I would want to sleep at night, right? And I would want her to sleep at night too. But that's a good one, man. No doubt. It's so funny. Funny story, real quick. My nephew, when Scream came out, the first one, after it came out on video, I had some family members who had not seen it. 1 second, please. Enjoy the silence. Oh, Depeche Mode. Okay, I'm back. I'm back in black, literally. So, it was 1997. Scream was out on video. I went to the good old Blockbuster Video. Yes, sir. I was a card-carrying Blockbuster movie VHS waving guy. Anyway, it was fun. And so
Yeah.
it was great going in the video store, Jake, way before your time. We used to
I went to the Blockbuster all the time when I was a kid. Yes.
Okay, man. So
Yeah.
we can share this memory together. This is great. So you go into Blockbuster, you got all the little snacks up front, you got the movies and games. It was a wonderful place. And so I grab it. It came out every Tuesday, as you know. Every Tuesday, new releases come out. I grab Scream, the video VHS, baby, and I'm going over to my sister's house, and my sister, my brother-in-law, my other nephew, his girlfriend. I can't remember who all was there. A whole house full of people to watch Scream. They'd never seen it, and my other nephew was like, how old was he? 5, maybe 6. Dude, it wasn't a good decision for him to join us
Yeah.
for Scream. And to this day, he's like 30 now. To this day, he still can tell you about the Scream mask that's terrified him when he couldn't sleep in his bed for 3 weeks. He had to sleep with his parents. So I never forgot that. I'm not going to do that. I avoided that. And I waited till my daughter was at what I felt could handle at age. And that's where she's at now. And she's loving the Scream movies. And she's excited to watch Nightmare on Elm Street and My Soul to Take, my Wes Craven movies, all room, and Halloween. So yeah, I'm rabbit trailing, guys. But, opening up to my personal life just a little window. I don't open it up much. But, yeah, that's what we're doing, man. So I'm excited. I've got a horror fan in the house that now I can sit down and we can watch all these incredible horror movies together. And I'm so excited about that, Jake.
That's wonderful. You were telling me a little bit about that before the stream too, and I just think that's awesome. Me and my dad have that connection, and it's just nice. I don't know if I would be if I would have discovered horror, without that. Like we used to watch a horror movie like once a week, basically. It was kind of like a nice thing when I was growing up, and that's how I watched a lot of these classics. It was just cool. It was nice.
That's so cool. So did he like kind of say, "Hey, here's some required viewing"? Like you got to watch. Yeah. See, that's so cool when you pass the torch. You literally, and I will tell you this, man. And if you ever one day decide to have children in the future, you'll be able to have that experience and remember it's special. All right, it just is, and you can show and introduce these films to anybody you want, good friends, family members. But when it's your own child, it's a different thing. It's really, really special. And so, anyway, it's exciting stuff, man. And seeing her watch for the first time is like incredible. That first time watch,
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you, David. I appreciate your super very, very much. Excuse me. Wow. Very, very much. And speaking of super chats, we got another super chat that just hit. I'm going to move you right up to the top. Once again, my friends, Lightning Ghost with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Lightning Ghost. Just saw Smile. Oh, I haven't seen it yet. Love it. So many jump scares and the ending. WTF. Wow. Whoa. Okay. Well, I appreciate that. Jake, have you seen it? Yeah, I think you did, right?
Yeah.
And I don't, of course, as you guys know, and Lightning Ghost, you did a good job. No spoilers. Great job. And anyone in the chat who may or may not, we got a lot of new folks here tonight. My voice clearly needs lubrication. Okay. So, anyway, we don't talk spoilers here in the chat or on the panel for that matter. We only talk about what's been released. So, thank you for no spoilers, Jake. I know you don't. I know you hate spoilers too, like leaks and stuff. So, tell me your opinion of the movie without really saying anything. And I know you're a master of that. You can do that. I know you're good at that.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I really enjoyed Smile. I thought it was a lot of fun. I think if you liked horror just from the past 15 years, you're gonna love this film. It's not just the jump scares too that I think is nice. Like there are entire scare sequences in that movie that are just psychological terror, and it's nice. It's actually totally based in realism too. That's not spoiling anything there, I don't think.
Okay.
It's nice though. I think it's a really nice play in not just the one pool of jump scares and all that. It also has some nice psychological terror, some nice callbacks and homage to horror films from the past 15 years. All these movies that it's very clearly inspired by. It's almost like it's writing thank you letters to the entire film. It's really nice.
Wow, that's awesome, man.
Yeah. For that reason, it's nothing new, but I think it's also pretty cool. It feels like an overture of the past 15 years of horror in this weird kind of way, and I think it's really just a really nice film, and I highly recommend it for anybody who likes horror movies. Really, it's just a fun time.
Ooh, I love it. Okay, well that's got me pumped, man, because there's 4 movies I haven't seen yet, and some people are going to be like, what? And yeah, I know it's going to shock some people. I'm waiting to see Nope. I'm waiting to see Black Phone.
Oh, you haven't seen Black Phone either, dude?
No, it's coming.
Man.
I'm actually going to schedule a watch party because Carrie Crave Cinema, who's here tonight, and Katie, who may or may not still be here, she's been holding off. They have not watched it because they're waiting for me. They've been waiting for me for weeks to get a watch party set up on the channel. So I'm going to do a watch party of Black Phones. Gosh, there it is. Black Phones soon. Like, I'm thinking about next week. I might schedule one. Just do it, you know. But anyway, those two movies and Bodies, 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 which just came out to buy on digital for $20. You can't rent it. It's a purchase. And based on our conversation, I'm not going to purchase it. I'm going to wait till you can rent it, which should be like 2 weeks from now, 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to do that. Based on our conversation, I'm not going to spend the 20.
I'm still on the fence about buying Black Phone. There's a few from this year I know I'm going to buy. I'm kind of on the fence about actually buying that one. I've seen it.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen it 3 times, and I think that's probably enough for me. It's good. Just wasn't anything where I'm like, I love this, you know. So, but it was cool.
Yes. Okay. Well, and I've heard that as well. You know, that it's really a good show. And then Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. I know we talked about. That's one that, again, I don't want to know anything more than I saw in that trailer, and I'm just going to keep my eyes on it. But I bring all this up to say those 4 movies I'm very intrigued. Black Bodies and Smile. Those are the 4 I want to really see.
Have you seen Barbarian yet?
Oh no, that's another one.
Dude.
I just remembered. Dude, I forgot about Barbarian. That's 5. Those are my must-watch list.
Barbarian may be my favorite horror film of the year. Like, it's X and Barbarian are right at the top. I really, really liked that film. So if you watch nothing else, that one for sure.
So Barbarian, you think it may surpass X?
For right now, I'm gonna say yes. It's my number one. Right now, yes. I think so. I really liked Barbarian. I was blown away. I haven't seen a film that felt that original in a while. Like, and it's all formula. Wow. Like, it's all how they set it up. It's really quirky. It's really weird. But we have an entire month of great horror films ahead of us, though. That's the thing. Like, we have, so gosh. I don't even know what my top 10 list is going to look like in a month. We have Terrifier 2, Hellraiser, Halloween Ends, VHS 99, Pray for the Devil. The list goes on.
Wow.
I mean, holy shit, there's so many good horror movies still to come. So I don't even know. I really don't know what my top 10 is going to look like at this point.
Can you imagine our year-end show, our year-end recap of 2022? The movies how much time is that going to take? We're going to do like 6 videos and an hour each. Yeah. It's going to be ridiculous.
I'm already planning on doing like a top 10 and then just a video talking about all the other great horror movies from this year that I can't fit into a top 10.
Right.
Because there's a lot of really good ones that I just won't be able to get to. Like, I think TCM 2022 is kind of overhated in my opinion. I would love to talk a little bit about that towards the end of the year, because I feel like people may have already forgotten about it because it was a February release. Don't forget, you know. So
that's true, man. Yeah, you're right. I mean, there's a good chance of that. That's so far. It seems so far away in the past. You know. Honorable mentions. There you go, Katie, for sure. And real quick, guys, thank you again, Lighting Ghost. Thank you for your $10 super chat. That's so generous of you to do. Very helpful to the channel. I much appreciate it. And speaking of that, Eric bringing in a $5 super chat. It smells like teen horror. Thank you, my man. Good in Scream 7, but here's the twist. She's Julie from I Know What You Did Last Summer, and she's Cindy's other cousin. Oh, wow. Jake, Crossing the Streams. It's a Ghostbusters reference. Crossing the Streams.
I like that.
Yeah, I had to throw it in there. It's a little old, but I like it. How would you feel about a character from the I Know What You Did series crossing over into the Scream universe?
The Kevin Williamson universe of films. Yes.
That's right.
It would be kind of sick if all of his movies took place in like one universe. If you could figure out a way to write all that together, that could be fun, man. I love that like Kevin Smith does that with a lot of his movies. Like, I've always thought that was really cool how he kind of connects everything, and you see Jay and Silent Bob and everything. It's cool. It's a fun little thing. I wonder if a writer would ever do that, like with all of his movies, like specifically just a writer opposed to a director. That maybe, hey, that would be sweet, man. I think that would be a cool twist.
I would be okay with that as well. Why not? It would be a really cool, nod for us more older school horror films. I don't know how many kids these years have seen I Know What You Did Last Summer, but you know what? It was a good movie, Kevin Williamson, and can you imagine throwing The Faculty into that universe?
Oh yeah, I love that. That's maybe one of my favorites from Kevin. I really enjoyed that movie.
It seems so underrated. It's
very underrated.
It's so underrated. Like I don't, when you hear about like horror movies, I rarely hear anyone championing for The Faculty. And you know what? Maybe I need to be the change that I want. Maybe we should be the ones championing for The Faculty and where its place in horror. Robert Rodriguez directing.
Yeah.
Right.
Did you? So okay, real quick. Did you hear that like Radio Silence was going to do like a Faculty kind of similar movie, like about it was going to take place in a high school and all that? It was going to be really similar to like the whole Alien thing and all that. They were signed on to produce this movie, and there's been like no update about it since. And it's a shame. It's a shame. In my opinion. It wasn't going to exactly be The Faculty, but similar idea.
Bro, we need to get that. Somebody needs to get that done.
I agree. I would love to see that personally.
Yeah, I would totally watch that. Okay, guys, let's see where we're at. Guys, we're at 97 likes. Jake and I are we're literally 10 minutes away from ending the stream, even though we've got over 70 people here at this time of night. Wonderful. You guys just showed up tonight in just great fashion. I can't even tell you. Thank you so much, Eric. That's a great idea. I love it. And Jennifer Love, I love it. I love me some Jennifer Love Hewitt. Always good stuff. And hey, guys, look here. We've got ourselves a brand new channel member just joined on the live stream. Guys, the Horror Boys is now a Cravenite. Yes. So everyone in the live chat, all of my Cravenites, if your name is in green and you've got that wicked skull by your name, I want to ask you all to pour your love onto the Horror Boys in the live chat. Let them know how much we appreciate them. Welcome him or her or them into the inner circle. So this is what I get to say. And this is so fun, Jake. I love doing this live, man, because otherwise I can send a note. Live connection. So I want to say, Horror Boys, number one, thank you so much for becoming a channel member. You have now moved beyond only watching and subscribing and liking and commenting, but to now coming into the inner circle of the cult of Craven. You are now a Cravenite. You call yourself a Cravenite with pride, my friend, because you're that inner circle of this channel. Thank you so much. And Jake, as we do for all Cravenites, if you wouldn't mind joining me in a virtual hug for the Horror Boys right there.
There we go.
Yes. Thank you so much. Your support really does mean the world to me. It helps so much. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate your generosity. And so glad you're here and a part of the family. Awesome. Thank you. Also, real quick, Lightning Ghost coming in hot with the $5 super chat. Doesn't Kevin have a new movie coming out called Sick? What do y'all think? Yes. So now, Jake, I have not done a ton of research. I know it's early, but all I know, and I want to know if we never talked about it. All I've heard is Kevin Williamson, and is it Catherine? Help me out. Is it Kamucha? I'm butchering her name.
So I can't remember who the real writer is of the movie, but I know that Kevin Williamson just has come up with the story overall, but I believe it has a different writer and director for the movie overall. That's really all I know about it. I know it's like that sickness going around, which we can't say on live streams. I don't know if I'm safe to say it on live stream, so I'm just not going to test it, especially not on my stream. So it's about that. I think it's maybe a little late to be commenting on that. Maybe is kind of my, it's kind of my thoughts. But I'm still open to checking out anything Kevin Williamson related for sure. I'll definitely check it out, and see if it's good. So I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm down to check it out.
Yeah. Man, if you say, when I heard Kevin Williamson wrote, okay, stop, you don't say anymore. Just tell me when and where I can go watch it. I don't care if it's an outline, if it's if he's rewriting, I don't care. But this is, I'm excited, and I will go into this thing, Jake, with probably higher expectations than I should, but I can't help it. If Kevin Williamson has anything to do with this dialogue of these people and the character development, I'm going to go in there with high expectations, high hopes.
I love the way he writes characters, and obviously,
Yes.
like I was saying earlier, it is another writer doing it. So I don't know how I don't know how her writing is, but I'm still open. I'm still open-minded to it. I'm down to check it out. But yeah, just like you said, I love the way he writes characters, man. I mean, it's so they're always so interesting and so so out there. Like I feel like that you see a Kevin Williamson character and you're like, that's him. That's how he writes. He has a certain style to it. It's nice to watch. The Scream films are riddled with his awesome zany characters too.
They are, man. I mean, I watched them all. Like I told you, I watched all 4 films. We're watching the 5th one, and when the stream ends tonight. But we watched the first 4 here in a 24-hour period, and it's just like a drink of cool water. It's refreshing.
I don't
so
have
good.
my water, and I'm like, fuck.
I was
really
wondering
wish-
about you, bro. I'm like, I haven't seen you really down in any liquid here on this channel, on this stream tonight.
I'm so serious about drinking water. Like I drink like I have this gigantic glass. I actually saw on one of the streams I did with you, someone was like making fun of me for it.
Yeah, basically
thought
saying
that
it's
was
a
great.
vase.
Yeah.
You're drinking out of your vase.
I have a giant vase. I drink 3 of these a day. I'm not
Nice.
even joking. Like you
That's
got to drink
good.
enough water. Got to do it. So
You do. Lightning Ghost, stay hydrated, and thank you for the great super chat. Really, seriously, we really appreciate it. And Horror Boys is getting the treatment. Welcome to the inner circle. That's right. This is the place to be. Horror Boys, you're very welcome. I genuinely mean it when I say thank you for being here, and so happy you're a part of the family now. So I love that. Okay, Jake, real quick here. All right, guys, I just refreshed my stream, and I see we are at 99 likes.
One more.
99. Yes. One more, guys. Let's get one more so that we can hit that 100. And then Jake and I, we literally have 5 minutes to go. We're going to do 2 hours tonight. We're at 1:55. So literally 5 minutes to get one more like. We can do that. Come
Nothing
on, I know
to
that.
it.
That's not. Yeah, that's definitely doable.
choke out that like button like it owes you money. That's what I would say.
Yeah. Show it who's boss.
Show it who's boss.
Okay. Let's see here. Jake, I'm refreshing it one more time. And guess what? We're at 1-0-0, baby. We did it. Yeah! Can you give us a dab? Give us a Jake dab. Yeah, that's going above and beyond breaking flesh. Breaking the
I
open.
I might just do it, but
Boom.
yeah.
Yes. Oh,
Let's
we
go.
did it. You guys made it happen. 100 likes on the channel. And guess what, guys? As we got our last 4 minutes to go, we got a cell member. Hello. Lightning Ghost has become a channel member. You are now a Cravenite. So you know what? I've got to... Jake, tell us a tale while I get a drink, please.
Ah, yes. Well, one time, a long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, there was this little man walking around on a piece of sand, and his uncle told him to fight the people out in the universe with a lightsaber, and that's the entire story. Okay, back to the
Yes.
stream. Okay,
Love the story.
thank you.
Got to flesh that out. That could make a good movie. Okay.
Maybe I guess.
Possibly. All right, Lightning Ghost. Here comes your virtual hug, first of all. Thank you so much. Welcome to the inner circle of the cult of Craven. You, my friend, again, no longer just a subscriber or a viewer, a watcher, casual liker and commenter. You are now stepping inside the inner circle to be a part of the core family of this channel. And you also you and the Horror Boys just got yourselves an invitation to this Wednesday night's watch party for members only of Get Out at 9:30 p.m. Wednesday night Central Time. You'll get an invitation now. Thank you so much, though. Seriously, I appreciate your support. It means the world to me. So glad to have you here. I will be updating the slides for both of you so that my next video that comes out or live stream, you will be on the slide to get the recognition you deserve for being a supporter. Much appreciated. And again, all my Cravenites that can hear now, please give a huge, huge welcome to Lightning Ghost for being a new channel member. And of course, the Horror Boys again. We'll give them another hug as well. Let's show them the love, guys. Much appreciated. What a great live stream, Jake. This was a lot of fun tonight.
Oh yeah, thank you for having me on, man. I appreciate it.
Man, you're welcome. Now, let me tell you what, guys. If you have not subscribed to Killjoy Jake, you guys need to stop what you're doing as this stream is about to end. I need you guys to go right to his page. All of you just merge over to his page. And if you've not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. If you have, watch a video. Give him a thumbs up on a video. Leave a comment. Help his algorithm with the engagement so that more people see his stuff. All right? It's important. Jake is an amazing friend of mine. He's a great dude. I've known Jake now for over a year. I think it's been a year and a couple months now. We're working on our second year of knowing each other and getting closer and closer and becoming great friends. We're on the Lethal Collective together, which again, if you haven't subscribed, the Lethal Collective, baby, let's get it. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs this month. We're less than 100, Jake.
Almost there, man. We're nearly there. We've been chugging all year, but we're just about to hit it. It's exciting stuff.
That's right. And do you know we have had a live stream we have been faithful every week on our live streams on Lethal. We've been going since January 14th, the day Scream 5 came out, and we have not missed a show. So, you know what? It's paying off. You guys are responding. You're subscribing. You're supporting us, and thank you, Katie. So be sure this is your homework, guys. Please subscribe to Lethal Collective right now, and subscribe to Killjoy Jake right here as well.
I'm almost at 13,000 subscribers, and I think that would be perfect. Just so fitting for October if I could get there soon. So
you're gonna get it, awesome. Buddy. You're gonna get it. I saw you were at 12.9, and I said, "Oh, Jake, you're gonna hit 13K." And
last time I checked, I was less than 50 away too. So yeah.
Oh my gosh, guys,
I'm getting there. Yeah, it's close.
Let's do it. Let's do it, guys. Yeah, please subscribe. Jake has got live streams. You're going to have a great time. And just what you saw tonight, this is what Jake does all the time, every time. And he's just a load of fun. And he's making a horror film. Actually, he's pretty much made, right? It's post-production, I think, just about now. So
we are editing the film right now.
Yeah. There you go. I was asking you for an update on Red Right Hand.
Yes, so I have an update for all of you, but after the show, Steven, I have an update for you that I can't tell anybody else because I want to keep it a secret for as long as I can. But yeah, we're working on. Oh hell yeah! Look at that! You got the poster right there. Red Right Hand, a Scream fan film, comes out on December 20th of this year. We're currently, like I said, currently in post production. We're working our asses off on it. This is a full length feature film in the Scream universe, and it's an interesting movie. It takes place from the killer's perspective this time around. You get to see what it's like to be a Ghostface killer in one of these movies with this movie. It's nice. It's different. It's cool, and there's still a mystery to be had about yet another person killing people in this unfortunate, very unlucky town where this movie takes place. So, it is bonkers, balls to the wall, bloody, gory, meta humor, fun Scream shit. It's everything you love about Scream, and then even crazier, weirder, gory B movie kind of feel to it, because it is on a very low budget, but I think it's fun for all those reasons, though. We play into all of that and are very self-aware. We like to make fun of ourselves, and this movie is a lot of that. So
man.
It's fun, gory, dark, a bunch of good things. You're gonna love it. December 20th, check it out. It'll be fun.
Absolutely love it. I am so excited, and I can't wait for my update I'm about to get from you, Jake. I can't wait.
Yes.
And Sarah says she just go. Let's go. Let's get let's get Jake to 13K. So
thank
awesome.
you, Sarah.
Conrad says he loves the artwork. Yeah, that's really good. And Katie says she can't wait to see the movie. Yeah.
Thank you.
Me too. Craig Conrad says this was a great stream. Hey, thank you, Conrad. It was. I had a blast. I think this was an awesome start to the month, Jake, for tonight.
Oh,
This
yeah.
was perfect start to the month. And we got lots of stuff coming up, and we're going to be in your stream Monday afternoon
Yes.
at 3:30 Central Time before the Lethal Collective starts.
Yeah, look at
So
that. An
that's-
hour before we're starting. Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun, crazy month for everybody in the Lethal Collective, I think so.
I think so. And we're going to hit 1,000 subs this month. I'm speaking it out. It's going to happen.
Manifesting it into existence. It's going to happen.
Yes, it's going to be awesome. You're at 13. We're going to be at 1,000. I'm clawing my way to 7,000. I'm at like 66, 70 something. So I'm like, clawing them in the mountain. But it's coming. It's coming. Anthony says, I enjoyed listening to you guys while playing Madden. There you go.
Hell yeah,
awesome. That's so great. And then real quick, guys, and then we're going to get out of here. Danny had a question for us. He's asked a few times. So I wanted to get this up real quick as our last quick question. We're going to keep it short, guys, because we got to get rolling. But Danny says, what are your thoughts on the reboot for The Crow? Finishing filming in Prague. I wasn't even aware it was being made. The original is a horror. Jake, give me your 60 seconds or less some feeling.
Well, just like how we were saying about Kevin Williamson earlier, I'm the same way with Bill Skarsgård. Like anything he's attached to, I'm gonna check it out. I'm excited for that. Just for that reason, I love him. He's awesome. He's a great performer. Everything I've seen him in, he has such a wide range as an actor. So I'm excited to see what he does here, and in Robert Eggers' Nosferatu, where he's going to be playing the fucking vampire. So I don't know, man. I'm so excited.
Right?
Yeah, dude. There's a lot of cool stuff coming from him lately. So I'm just excited for all of it. I can't wait.
Yeah, same here. I'm all for it. I love the original Crow, the very first one with Brandon. Talking about Lee.
Yeah.
The first Crow was great, and so I'm excited to see what. It's been a long time, so let's try it again. It's been a while. Let's do it. So yeah, horror is thriving. You're right. This is, as far as being a horror fan, this is carte blanche basically. It's whatever you want. It's all out there, and it's coming back. So we're gonna have our hands full, Jake. We're not gonna be short on content. I'll tell you that. We're gonna have we're gonna have more to talk about than time there is to talk about it. That's what's happening.
Yes.
All right, guys. But on that note, we're gonna call it a night. This was so fun for everyone who joined as channel members tonight. Thank you for your amazing support, for all of your super chats and your generosity. I greatly appreciate it, guys. You don't know how much it means to the channel and to me and to helping this move forward and grow. So thank you so much. And Jake, you're always killing it, my friend. And I appreciate you coming and hanging out with me tonight, man.
Of course. Thanks for having me on, man. I appreciate it.
You bet. All right, guys, we're gonna call it. Jake, I'll see you backstage. For everyone else in the chat, thank you all. I love you guys so much. Don't forget, tomorrow night we will be on the Night Watch Zone for Halloween Fest. We're going to be watching Halloween 2018. Yes, Halloween 2018 on the Night Watch Zone as we're doing our Halloween Fest joint channel thing. So don't forget that. All right, guys, we're going to call it. See you guys next time. Good night.